Hey everyone, it's the ranking reel here, and if there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's that trends come and go. One minute it's all the rage, the next it's ancient history. Like, remember when we all thought we were going to be rock stars on Guitar Hero, or when we'd spend hours perfecting our MySpace profiles? The 2000s were a whirlwind of iconic trends. Some we wish we could forget, looking at you, low-rise jeans, but others, they hold a special place in our hearts. So today we're taking a trip down memory lane to revisit some of the most popular and maybe a little forgotten trends of the 2000s. Get ready for some serious nostalgia. Okay, we've got to start with this one. Low-rise jeans were everywhere. Everyone from Britney Spears to your next-door neighbor was rocking them. They were the definition of cool, even if they meant constantly adjusting your shirt and hoping nothing slipped out. But let's be real, they weren't always the most flattering, were they? The reign of the low-rise eventually faded, making way for higher waists and a collective sigh of relief from our lower backs. Before we were curating our perfectly filtered lives on Instagram, there was MySpace. This wasn't just social media, it was a digital extension of ourselves. We spent hours choosing the perfect song to greet visitors, agonizing over friend lists, top 8 anyone, and customizing our pages with glittery GIFs and flashing text. It was the ultimate form of self-expression. And let's be honest, we felt like coding geniuses when we cracked the code to customize those layouts. But with the rise of Facebook, MySpace slowly faded into the background, becoming a digital time capsule of our awkward teenage years. Remember when you couldn't walk down the street without seeing someone rocking a Von Dutch trucker hat? These hats, often adorned with the brand's signature logo, were the ultimate status symbol. Celebrities like Paris Hilton and Ashton Kutcher made them a must-have, and soon everyone was trying to get their hands on one. But like many trends, the hype eventually died down, leaving behind a trail of forgotten hats in closets everywhere. Chapter 4. Before we were glued to our smartphones, there were flip phones. These compact devices were all the rage, especially those sleek, ultra-thin models. We felt like secret agents snapping our phones shut after an important call. And let's not forget the satisfying click of the buttons when texting. But with the advent of the iPhone and its touchscreen technology, flip phones sadly went the way of the dinosaur. It's time to talk about frosted tips. This hairstyle, popularized by boy bands and heartthrobs, was all about that two-toned look with blonde or lighter tips contrasting against darker roots. It was edgy, it was cool, and it definitely made a statement, but like all trends, the frosted tips craze eventually thawed out, leaving many to wonder, what were we thinking? Chapter 6. Remember those yellow Livestrong bracelets that everyone wore on their wrists? These simple bands were more than just a fashion statement. They were a symbol of hope and support for those battling cancer. Launched by cyclist Lance Armstrong's foundation, they quickly became a global phenomenon, raising millions for cancer research. While the bracelets eventually faded from view, their message of hope and perseverance remains timeless. Chapter 7. Juicy Couture tracksuits, the epitome of casual chic. Let's be real, who didn't covet a Juicy Couture tracksuit back in the day? These velour tracksuits, often emblazoned with the brand's signature logo and sparkling embellishments, were the epitome of casual chic. They were comfortable enough to lounge around in, but stylish enough to wear out and about. While they might seem a little over the top today, there's no denying the impact they had on 2000s fashion. Chapter 8. Ringtones, the soundtrack of our lives. Remember when you could tell who was calling just by their ringtone? Back in the day, ringtones were a big deal. We spent actual money downloading our favorite songs and sounds, from catchy pop hits to hilarious sound effects. It was a way to personalize our phones and show off our musical taste. Today, with smartphones offering a wider range of customization options, ringtones have become less of a thing, but they remain a fun reminder of the early days of mobile phones. Chapter 9. Heelys, the shoes that rolled. Remember those shoes that had wheels in the heels? Heelys were the ultimate cool kid footwear, allowing us to seamlessly transition from walking to rolling. We felt like we were gliding through the hallways, much to the envy and probably annoyance of those around us. While Heelys might seem like a distant memory, they hold a special place in our hearts and maybe a few scraped knees. Chapter 10. Silly bands, a colorful obsession. Remember those rubber bands shaped like everything from animals to letters to cartoon characters? Silly bands were a massive craze, with kids and teens collecting, trading, and wearing them by the dozen. They were colorful, they were fun, and they were impossible to resist. While they eventually lost their grip on the playground, silly bands remain a fun and nostalgic reminder of the simpler times. That's a wrap. And there you have it, our trip down memory lane to revisit some of the most forgotten trends of the 2000s. It's amazing how trends have a way of coming back around. Hello, 90s fashion, so who knows, maybe some of these trends will make a comeback. What do you think? What are some of your favorite or least favorite trends from the 2000s? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more blasts from the past and fun throwbacks. Thanks for watching.